All right.
We are live and direct coming
Woo.
into your website streams on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on YouTube, let's keep it going. Just name every platform out there.
I think those cover a lot of ground.
Hello, DigitalOcean fans and community members. We're here to talk about Deploy, our first ever global virtual conference, 24 hours of amazing tech content that we're bringing to you starting tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So my name is Hollie Haggans. I'm on the DigitalOcean Community Relations team, working with developers all over the world to ultimately understand and give you experiences that really speak to your needs and wants to make you do all the wonderful things that you can do better, easier, faster with our community. So I'm joined here today with Mason Egger, one of our developer advocates on the DevRel team, and Daniel Zaltzman, the manager of the DevRel team. We're just going to chit chat about all the awesome things that we're excited about for Deploy. So, Mason, tell me what you're excited about. I know you're speaking, you're talking about our new products app platform, but like ultimately, what does this mean for you and to be able to engage with the community at this scale for the first time ever?
I'm really excited. I tend to, as a developer advocate, we typically get around to conferences, so I'm used to engaging with our community, but this year has kind of completely removed that option. So I'm really excited to be back amongst the community, getting to chat with them, getting to interact with them again. It's definitely been missed. I got to do one conference in 2020 in early February, and I loved it, and it was great. And I'm super excited about the Discord server to go ahead and get the chance to chat with everyone and just catch up with the community and with people that I haven't gotten the opportunity to see or chat with in a long time. So that's what I'm really excited about. The content's going to be great, and there's going to be a lot of great discussion, and I'm really excited for that.
So one thing that's kind of cool, because you talked about what in real life events mean and being able to connect, but ultimately we're so limited by that based off of region, geography, and like being able to travel. What does that mean just on scale? I see here in the comments we have folks, hey, from India, hey, from where else are people saying? India, Dallas, Texas, what's up?
Woo! I'm in Austin.
Tell us some other things that where other folks are from, because this is, again, this moment where we get to connect with the community on this scale that we've never been able to before at one moment. So we have these virtual conference walls where we can talk to people in Belarus, back to Berlin, back to Bimini. So Puerto Rico, hey, there we go. Philly, there we go.
And yeah, if you're just joining us, here we are talking about Deploy, the DigitalOcean's first ever global virtual conference, 24 hours starting tomorrow. And so we're giving you some previews and talking about some of the things to look out for as we gear up for the event tomorrow. If you haven't RSVP'd already, please do so. Go to do.co/deploy or look up DigitalOcean's Deploy. And we're going to be really excited to see you there. If you're just joining us right now, please drop your name and where you're visiting us from this morning or this evening or wherever you are in the world. Please let us know. It's great to see you all here. I got to say, one of the things I'm really excited for tomorrow for Deploy is, DigitalOcean just launched App Platform. I think it was just 2 weeks ago. It's so new, such a new product. And we're going to get to look at it from so many different angles tomorrow. We're going to have our CEO talk about how it fits into the broader company strategy. We're going to see the product managers and the engineers who actually built it hands-on talk about the inner workings of it. It's built on Kubernetes, which is really interesting. And we're going to get to learn about why we decided to do that and what the impact of that is. And then we're just going to see a lot of use cases. Like, how does it, so this app platform comes out. How do I actually make use of it? Why is it something that can really be a game changer for my infrastructure, for my app, for getting an idea started and up into production in a short time? A lot of our customers thought that it was really easy to do that with our Droplet product. app platform makes it even easier than that. So it's going to be really cool to see the customers talking about app platform and our internal team as well. That's what I'm excited about.
Yeah. One thing that, not only with like Mason's talk and some of the other things with app platform, really excited to also join the community in our Discord server. So that's already up and running. Super interesting to see the different conversations and challenges that folks are having with not only their startups, but as students, and even the developers, individual contributors working at different companies, and seeing the community come together, share like different new languages or new projects, especially since we're off the tails of Hacktoberfest. I'm not sure how many folks participated in that, but we had some of, we had over, 100, the numbers are coming out soon, but close to, 170 something thousand folks participate in Hacktoberfest this year, which is absolutely incredible. Being able to contribute to open source, but thinking about what that means after Hacktoberfest and how people are starting and continuing on that conversation from early learners to veterans. So that's been, again, going to the Discord channel, that's been pretty awesome to see folks helping each other out there and thinking about what that means for them in 2021 and how they want to be potentially maintainers, as we saw, is something that's really necessary for open source to continue to thrive. So that's really exciting.
Look at this. We have a lot of folks. We have a lot of Texas coming through, Mason. Look at that.
Yeah, this is
and
That's
folks
good.
from Chennai, India. We got Turkey here. Thank you all for joining. We're talking about Deploy. Kigali in the house. There we go. We're talking about Deploy, DigitalOcean's first global user conference, 24 hours of content happening tomorrow. So make sure that you've RSVP'd. The link is in the chat, so check that out. And we're talking about some of the things that we're really excited about for tomorrow. Mason, what else are you excited about? You talked about the Discord server, which is going to be really the central hub of all the engagement. What else are you looking forward to? Any specific talks?
No, there's quite a few talks that are going to be that I'm super excited about. We have all the app platform talks, which are going to be great. A lot of us have been doing that, and I'm really excited for people to see my talk. It was a lot of fun to record, a lot of fun to learn about the app platform specs. So that's gonna be a fun one. Man, I cannot remember the person's name, but the Minecraft Kubernetes talk from the that's going to be a great one. Like it's a whole like theatrical piece of Kubernetes clusters in Minecraft, and it's going to be amazing because that's the kind of content we need right now. I'm also looking forward to Piper Thunstrom's talk. She's a local NYC educator and developer and stuff, and she has a Python gaming framework that's built for education called PPB that she'll be giving a talk on. And I've known her for years now, and that's always a really great talk. That's one of the things I really like about Deploy is it's not just DigitalOcean content. We're going to get a lot of really cool content from a lot of our community members around projects that may not have anything to do with the DigitalOcean product, may just be about servicing our community. And that's what I really like about this conference, and I think makes it special, is that we've always said how much we love our community, and we're giving them the opportunity to show us all the cool things that they've built. And that's what I like. I always love hearing what people have built and what they've done with their time and what they've done with DigitalOcean. And I've got a feeling we're going to see some amazing examples of that tomorrow.
Absolutely. That's awesome. I'm really excited. Now you got me excited about those sessions.
Yeah, I'm also excited to see, obviously the keynote from Yancey, where he kind of goes over our company, like why we do what we do at DigitalOcean and what that means and how that reflects on the larger community. And then ultimately, like what we're up to, what we've been up to this past year and what we're going to be up to in the future, and hearing the feedback from the community, what that looks like, in terms of our products, our programs, and how ultimately we're servicing you, the developer. So I'm excited to hear that. Of course, that's going to be really interesting and informative, of course. So
I'm just nodding. I'm just nodding because every time Yancy speaks, I'm so inspired, and it's just such a motivating speaker too, and just always gets me at the edge of my seat. So I'm just really excited for the kickoff. And folks, if you haven't RSVP'd already, please check out the link in the chat. Make sure that you've done that. And I want to shout out Valentin in the comments talking about how a droplet's made. That session, I agree. I'm also really excited about that. It's going to talk about what happens when you click create a droplet all the way to it actually spinning up. What is that entire process behind the scenes for DigitalOcean? That's going to be super cool. And speaking of,
not only is it super cool, the person delivering the talk is engineer number 1 at DigitalOcean. So that's something that's a special little treat and nugget that I hope people are able to share. I'm not sure if he's going to share that in his talk, but you all will know now. So
yeah, Neil
we're
super humble. He probably is not going to share that. Neil is very humble and probably going to jump right into the technology. But that's a really good little tidbit of knowledge right there.
I did not know that. I didn't know that he was engineer number 1. Wow.
Nice little nugget for everybody. A gem, if you will.
I met Neil at Shark Week that one year, and he was really awesome. I'm excited now. Daniel just got me excited for that. Woo.
Yeah, thank you for asking that, Valentin. Hey there, Saif from Kolkata. Where else are people joining in from? If you are just joining, we are on the live channels talking about our first ever global virtual community conference Deploy, which starts tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard, where we will have 24 hours of talks and games and fun and ultimately everything that you would think about of bringing a community together in this virtual space. Tyler, you're asking about future products. Yes, please. There's a session that will be held with AJ, our Vice President of Products, where he'll go over the entire product roadmap. So you'll be able to see exactly what we're doing now and in the future and what will be implemented. And in terms of future products, if you haven't already, please check out App Platform, where we'll have a lot of different sessions, our newest product, where you'll be able to play around and understand some of the deeper pieces of the architecture and what you can and can't do with App Platform. And Mason here is actually going to give one of the talks on it. And one of the things that you'll be able to, if you want to share again, Mason, what you'll be speaking on.
Yes, so my talk is, so App Platform is very UI centric. So if you've played with it at all, you're using the UI and stuff. There actually is a defined specification that you can use to deploy multiple apps at once, deploy multiple components at once. My talk specifically is going to do a deep dive into the specification, all of the things you need to be able to do to deploy your app all at once. And it's a live coding session. So we're actually going to build, we have a app that my colleague Chris and I created, and we're going to deploy that entire app with one doctl command. So my talk is really more about automating your app platform deployments and spinning everything up all at once. So I'm really excited for that. I think it's going to be a really fun talk. I enjoyed doing it. For sure.
That's going to be awesome, Mason.
Yeah. Now, one thing I was going to ask Holly, because I feel like you would have the answer. A lot of people, conferences, we love swag. So what do we have in the ways of swag and swag options for Deploy?
Swag options. People do love their swag at conferences. There's definitely going to be a ton of different giveaways. So everybody needs to RSVP to make sure that they stay connected to some of the rules and all of the good stuff that's coming out for how we're giving away swag. But we'll definitely also have digital downloads and special swag for everybody that does join the conference that will be available to you when you RSVP. So you have to RSVP to get exclusive access to some special things that we've created for you. We know we can't reach everybody in the world, but we did put a lot of love and thought into the experience to make sure that every single person that is able to interact, no matter what time, where you are, if you're on for 5 minutes of 5 hours. I know not everybody can stay up for 24 hours, but maybe we have a VIP out there that does something kind of crazy and, is up for 24 hours. I know we're not asking that of anyone, of course not, but all the sessions will be on demand, by the way. So don't worry, you will be able to see. But again, Mason, in regards to swag, we have you covered, DigitalOcean audience. We love you. We'll make sure that you're receiving that love. So don't you worry.
Another thing in the ways of love is the wellness track. There's going to be the main track happening all throughout those 24 hours, and there's also going to be the wellness track. And the wellness track is all about taking a break, doing some breathing, doing some stretching, checking in on your ergonomics, making sure that you're sitting the right way, making sure that you're just taking some care for yourself, showing yourself some love throughout the day. So we also have that option that's going to be there all throughout the day, which is going to be really great. I'm really excited for that. I'm planning on watching for quite a long time. So taking some breaks in the wellness track is going to be really valuable.
And not just yoga, there's music, like some amazing DJs from some like really famous Brooklyn clubs that will be spending some special unique sessions there. So hello from India. So if wellness means to you dancing, moving your body, just like feeling good, and just like hearing really great music, which by the way leads me to, we have a Deploy amazing 24-hour playlist. We can post it here. It's do.co deploy-playlist 20. But to get everybody in the mood and get good vibes, all of that good stuff, for exactly getting the feel for us to be able to connect with all the good music, please check that out. So the day of tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern, we're all feeling good and relaxed and enjoying that music.
Yes. And hello from India. Hello, Shubham. I want to just say hi to Eddie. Eddie is one of the most active, has been one of the most active Hacktoberfest community members for like 5 years. So, hey, Eddie, thanks for stopping by, and hope to see you at Deploy tomorrow. To tomorrow, Deploy, make sure, as Holly mentioned, make sure that you have RSVP'd for the event so you get the notification and that you're able to join. What else? What else have we not talked about for Deploy tomorrow?
I don't know. I'm just really excited to see where we've done like mini events and like online, all of our tech talks and all that great stuff, and only have received such positive and really productive feedback from the community. This is a big one for us, and we've worked so hard to make sure that everybody has a really great experience, and hopefully, people show up, you learn something new, you make a new friend. That's all we can ask for, and that's all I think in this crazy world and crazy times. It's all we can really expect. Hopefully we bring a smile to your face. You feel some of the love and some of the thought that we put into this, and you're able to take that away for yourself wherever you are in the world.
Yeah, definitely. I see that Valentin asked about HashiCorp Waypoint and how we could integrate it into App Platform. I was watching HashiCorp's keynotes when they announced Waypoint, because I'm a big fan of all of the HashiCorp products, and we have begun discussing internally how we can start setting up Waypoint for App Platform. I don't know when any sort of support will come through for that, but that's definitely something that we're excited about. I totally was watching that keynote and was like, yay, a new product. There is, and I'm checking my brain to make sure this is true. There is Terraform support for App Platform. So when I was recording my talk, there wasn't. And you'll even see me say in my talk, hopefully by now it's done. And it is done now. So if you want, you can also check out the Terraform support for App Platform as well. That's pretty interesting as well. So yes, definitely looking into Waypoint. That's going to be exciting. Nothing about it coming up because obviously they just released it like a week ago, and we just haven't had time to get to it yet. But I'll keep watching the DigitalOcean channel. Eventually, we'll have some content around that for sure.
And I love the questions coming in specifically around the product and services that DigitalOcean offers, because tomorrow is going to be a great opportunity in the Deploy Discord. There's going to be a lot of discourse happening about our platforms, our products and services. Mason's like, no, don't make
boo.
We also love puns at DigitalOcean.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be a great opportunity to come by and ask the product managers actually working and building these products, as well as the engineers, about these really specific questions around the product roadmap. How is it built? Why did you make this decision? Have you considered this? And all that sorts of conversation is going to be happening tomorrow. Since we can't be together in person, we created this Discord experience so we can feel like we're all together, coming up to each other's booth, having a conversation, at a meetup, kind of recreating that experience of just connecting with one another, folks that we've never met. And as Hollie said, we just hope that you have a really good time tomorrow, really enjoy Deploy, make the most of it. Please, whatever you want to get away from it, set that intention, and that we hope that Deploy not only delivers, but over delivers on that experience.
Yeah, we're definitely. It's one thing about that, being able to speak to the product builders and the product owners and the engineers that have built some of the products that people are asking about. There's also the opportunity to ask our executives, our C-suite questions as well within the Discord, which is something pretty rare, where you can, ask candid questions about, again, like where you see like our business going, why people joined our business to help lead, all of those things, some tough questions, to share, to, put our executives on the spot, give them some heat, obviously, to make sure that we're serving you in the best way possible. So that's something we also want to hear from you, and give all of us some really great questions. And of course, all from a point of view with love. So that's ultimately what we ask for. And we'll have a wonderful day.
Oh, can I shout out one more thing?
Yeah.
There's going to be data.
Shout out two more things.
Well, I have one. The one that came to mind right now was data center tour. We're going to give you access to the data center. You're going to get to
every time the data center tours. It's
so cool. I don't think that not a lot of the cloud companies out there give. I mean, there's a lot of beautiful photos that are like highly produced, and obviously it's like a photo shoot. But actually being able to have the data center engineer take you on a tour and show you around, to sort of show you the wiring, why we make the decisions we make with the hardware we have in there, looking at the hypervisors, the racks. It's gonna be pretty cool. I'm excited about that part.
That's amazing. Yeah, I actually never got to do my data center tour when I joined DO because I left New York City. So this will be my first time going in. For those of you that don't know, every new hire gets a tour of a data center at DigitalOcean when you join in. Not so much in COVID times, but that was definitely something. I'm excited for that. Reminds me of that Cloud Sound April Fool's joke that we did a couple years ago, and we need to bring that back. Just 10 hours of listening to a data center fan.
Cloud Sound, yeah. What for those that have no idea what you're talking about? Do you want to drop that link, Mason?
Yeah, let me find it real quick. That's it's one of my favorite things.
I think Daniel led the charge on that, right? You want to recap folks on what you did there?
Yeah, we just really loved. I mean, this is definitely. I don't know if this is the year for April Fool's jokes, but in the past, we love to make April Fool's jokes with our community, and come up with really creative ideas. And this was one of those that we really enjoyed creating, just to entertain and bring some light and love to the community, since we all like to have a laugh once in a while. And then I guess, Holly, you put me on the spot with a second thing. Just personally, I'm really excited to connect with all of you tomorrow on a more consistent platform. Right now we have this chat going, which is great. Tomorrow it's going to be even better because we're going to be able to use the Discord and break off and have one-on-one conversations. I think it's going to be a really good opportunity for customers to connect with other customers. There's going to, think about the services and all the great solutions that are going to be offered tomorrow. You're going to get it. If you're looking for something, you're obviously going to come to Deploy to learn and grow. But also, what if you connect with someone who is like building something exactly what you're looking for your company, for your startup, for your SMB? So I think that's going to be a really cool aspect of Deploy as well.
Already have seen those happenstance moments happening in the Discord where people are like, oh, you're doing this? Where? And then people on complete opposite sides of the world and thinking about how other folks are solving for problems within their region, like in Brazil, to different parts of Africa, like, how payment is processed, to like in the islands in the Caribbean versus what access and endpoints folks have in Europe and with GDPR. So it's been pretty interesting seeing all of that knowledge come together to make better products. So it's pretty awesome to see. And it's great to see our community being able to engage this way. So anywho.
I think this is pretty much, we've covered a lot of ground. While Mason looks up that link, we'll post it. But until then, I think we're getting close to wrapping up here, folks. Once again, thanks so much. We had a chance to spend some time and talk to you about the Deploy conference, which is happening tomorrow. Please RSVP. The link is in the chat, do.co/deploy, DigitalOcean's first ever global virtual user conference, 24 hours of content. And we're just really excited for tomorrow. It's, as you can imagine, after this session, all of us are going to jump in and finish the work for putting together Deploy. We're wrapping up the final pieces, so it's super exciting. We're getting so close to it.
Yes, a community conference that you will all remember, our first one ever. So we're super excited to see all of you there, to have all of you there. Hopefully you'll be wowed and excited along with us. So thank you. I think there's a link that we're going to drop, and we were talking about the joke in the data center tours.
Took me a minute, but I found it.
There you go.
It's so for I think there we go. Our little magic DigitalOcean dropped it, but it's do.co/cloud-sound, and I made a quick little short link. So now you can listen to this. You can listen to your cloud working. Nice. It's a funny video. It's one of my favorites. So
nice. Awesome.
Holly and Mason, next time I'll see you, I'll see you at Deploy, right?
Yeah. See you at Deploy. Everyone have a beautiful evening, a beautiful morning, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And we'll see you at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard for the Deploy conference. Thank you so much, everybody. Daniel, Mason.
It's going to be fun.
Bye all.
Bye.